How would you describe your dad growing up?
But he was a great dad.
My dad used to be a high school coach, football, basketball.
My dad, I see him as my first coach. Even though he never coached my football team, I see him as my first coach.
If I was looking for my dad when I played sports, I had to look on the visitor side because he wasn't like a rah-rah. Like he didn't want to be near any of the fans, like on our side. He didn't want to be near other parents. He was like upper corner, visitor side. Like I always knew where to find him.
But he liked to drink on the weekends, and he drank a lot. So it was not a good situation.
He wasn't a joke teller ever, but he loved a good story.
And, a couple of those guys said, "Hey, I think you really need to try to reconcile with your dad." And I said, "Well, I don't know what good it would do, but I'll try that."
I'll say first off, I said patient already because he's got, I got 5 older brothers.
He always said it's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared.
Just want to tell you that I forgive you, and I'd like to reconcile our relationship. And he started crying right there at breakfast. And he said, "Listen," he said, "I'm the one that needs to say I'm sorry, and I really apologize."
And I still remember when I would pass out the utensils, he would tell me to tell them thank you. You're being a blessing to others, but they're allowing you to bless them.
Back on it, my relationship with him actually got really, really good when he retired at 62. And that's when he and I really bonded. Greatest moment of my life, first of all, it's such a miracle.
Just to see them take their first breath, crying, coming out of the womb, and then kiss them on the cheek. Like, it's incredible. Like, it's just, man, I can't believe this is a gift from God that's being, holy smokes, you're given the ultimate gift of being a father.
And in 2015, we had our baby girl, Aria, my young lioness. And Aria was like, that was the priority now.
That your priorities changed a little bit. That you now, it was like when I was done with practice, I wanted to get home instead of hanging around. And,
When she was born, the minute she came out and they got her over and did all the stuff to her, and I'm just silly, crazy in love and acting just a total idiot. Oh, let's have fun. My kids will tell you, you call them.
we do a lot of fun things together as a family, like out in the country and doing, go for walks, and I think my son's hunting and my daughter and I horse ride and we golf. So
I'm a dad that thinks about my legacy and how, and it's rarely about what other people think. It's more so about my children.
Somehow, 100 times a day, whether it's touch, whether it's hug, hold, congratulate, praise, good job.
I'm always trying to embarrass them, always.
And the kids were running and diving onto the slip and slide with the water spraying on it. And we just had a great time.
There's some basic principles how to live your life. I gave the groundwork.
What we try to do is have a tradition of every Sunday night, we have family dinner night. And
I spent that time knowing her all through her life. I know her.
I'd like to think I'm strict but fair. I try to show as much love as I can.
we have Camp Largent for about 5 or 6 days every summer. And we have all the grandkids come. We have 10 now. 10 grandkids invade our home.
Because I love them so much, it was so loving to them. They didn't want to hurt me.
Do you think about what, your dad, the things you're going through as a dad, man? You got any final words for us?
If you are a man of God, you are dad and you have a daughter, you're going to shower them with abundance of love.
Being available to listen to your kids and listen to their stories and listen to their problems that they have.
When they're born, this is a gift from God. Like, this is my son. One day, hopefully I'll be a granddad one day. You know what I mean? But you want to give your kid every opportunity in life to succeed. Whatever that success is written, whatever it is. Like, it doesn't.
My wife, number one, has just been a real leader in our family to emphasize being together, emphasize, praying with one another, praying for one another, and just having fun with each other.
When you tell someone you're going to pray for them, do it right then and there, because too many times we say, I'm going to pray for you, and then we forget when we go somewhere else. It's hard to, even if it's just a quick prayer, just do it right then and there for them.
One thing you better learn about life, there's a whole lot of up and there's a whole lot of down. Then there's a whole lot of up and a whole lot of down. You got to learn to balance that out.
Life is not about being a great athlete. It's about Jesus.
You can go sit in the pews and you can sing the songs and read the Bibles, but unless you want to, when you want to really grow is when you got to dive in. You got
important that as a husband, you are one with your wife.
It's always something. It's always something. And when I say that, I'm not saying it in a negative sense. I'm saying it as a reminder to be thankful that it's something.
My kids never went to bed at night not knowing that their daddy loved them.